was finally released! The MSQ is finally continuing! Look! There's a new one! It's no longer to be continued. Now we are in this thing. I have been doing things when it was like released. And by doing things, I mean this. Just gathering materials, basically. I still need to gather some more. But like, it is what it is. Where's the word? Good morning! We got the new quest. Right here. Targeted tragedy. Immediately? Okay. Wait, one moment please. Anyways, where was I? Yeah! We finally got the future content! Targeted tragedy shell wishes for a moment of your time. Let's accept this. Evil MSQ start? What do you mean? If you have a moment, Kyuu, Kyuu wants to take stock of the current crisis. Oblivion may be lacking in finer details in certain areas, so we'd like you to lend your perspective to the conversation. Okay, sure. It's not like how, like, at the start of Dawn Trail, we're like, okay, I'm gonna be a Pictomancer or a Viper, and here I am going back to my main. My actual main job. Sorry to drag you into our meeting, but we need to get a better handle on the threats Alexandria is facing right now. Not at all. Much has happened since the state funeral, and a clearer idea of where things stand would be beneficial for us as well. First thing first then. Let's discuss the state of the machine malfunctions. Every single sector reported instances of sentries attacking citizens without provocation, and vehicles suddenly becoming unresponsive to controls. Are you sure they're not just run out of gas? Dark Knight Bar Gamer, let's go! And while this malfunction was resolved fairly quickly, they nevertheless resulted in a considerable number of injuries and deaths. But you haven't heard anything about new incidents since then, right? Well, I hope that you haven't! Right. No additional reports has been logged as far as I know. That's the good news. Bad news is, I tried to take control of the soldiers when they start hurting people. They won't listen to me, even though I have the king's authority. Once things calmed down, I was finally able to make them give up their weapons. But if things happens again, I don't know if they'll ignore me like before. Well, that can't be good. King over Saul's authority is about the highest there is. Who is this man that can override with such impunity? Alex. You live in the age of the storm surge as I did. Yes, I still remember who Calix is. Can one they enjoy the story without skipping? Wow, that's crazy, Andrew. That's crazy. Lest you forget, I still remember, ma'am. It's not that long ago. He was known for his advancement in electro technology, and it was he who established preservation for the purpose of furthering his research. Yeah, he's the one who shocked me with entire city's stock of electricity. The wasting disease which afflicted him, however, was said to leave him scant years left to live. He must have chosen to undergo conversion into an endless, that he might continue his efforts into the present day. Preservation's early goal seems noble enough. Exploring treatments for 11 sickness, designing Everkeep's score system, that sort of thing. Why harm the people he was ostensibly trying to help? See, that's what like I'm like confused about. Like this entire like plotline for Calix is very contradicting, you know? It's like he's saying, yeah, you all will be able to survive by doing this. You will live forever, but he's taking everyone's lives. Like that sounds very contradictory if you ask me. I mean, a lot of the villains in this expansion is quite contradictory. The same with Soralja, like, kinda stupid if you ask me. I do not pretend to fully understand Calic's motivation, only that he appeared incensed by what he saw as mankind's failing. It's really stupid if you think about it. We asserted that the strategy of adapting our species through generational succession was outdated, that evolution now requires us to forsake bodies of flesh in favor of external preservation. Like, what's the point? I mean, like in Eorzea, well, not in Eorzea, like in this universe, any souls that dies, they get returned to the ethereal sea, and then they get reborn. So they keep reincarnating. Maybe they're not exactly the same person, but they are indeed the same person, the same soul. Taking souls for these regulators and everything actually just stops that, you know? Like, they're saying it's so we can live eternal, but you're basically blocking the eternal cycle by doing that. What's the point then? What exactly are they even so scared of anyways? The final days are gone, though. I've punched those Asians. I've punched the Zodiac. I've punched Heidelin. I've punched Ensinger. What more do you want me to punch? We've already seen how he's employed the simulant to convince Alexandrian that endless conversion is their only hope for survival. Again, really stupid. Eternal life is assured for 5,000 who registered their new regulators. Is it truly eternal life if it's just your quote-unquote backup that lived? Like, the actual person is dead. The actual person is dead. Just their backup copy. Like, you're not actually living, you know? You want us to punch Universal Chocobo Lord? October? But this is merely one part of Calic's greater plan. What greater plan? He wants the key to interdimensional fusion. With a relic in his possession, he will draw ether from the reflections and expand his efforts to create endless 1,000-fold. Again, you are not truly living. That's just your backup. That's not even real you. You're not actually staying alive. You're dead. If anything, you're dead in everyone's mind. That's like when you go into and become like an endless and living memory, people forget about you, you know? So like you're actually dead, like gone from everyone's memories, gone from actual existence. And then you only have those backup, which we shut down too. You're just gone, you know? It's not exactly immortality. If you want to be actual immortal, just become like a, you know, like a Brabble or something. If you think about it, living an eternal house of memory and data is another form of ether, so... Punch? If we mean to foil Calic's schemes, then our only option is to determine where he's hiding and put him down. Which, unfortunately, is easier said than done. I've been scouring the terminal we found in the depths of ffxiv, but I've failed to uncover even the slightest trace of his activities. Give me a little more time though, I'm sure I can sniff him out. Yeah, we should just unblock Alex, easy. I'll help you. While Golja and Shell are working on that, I think I'm going to take a look around town. I want to make sure no new problems have cropped up, as well as search for any information that might lead us to Calyx. You're welcome to come along. Another malfunction could happen at any time, and I'd be glad to have some brawlers at my back. Okay, sure. I like this new clan I made. Count me in. And the others are helping Oblivion patrol the other levels of the keep. Shall we stick to the Streets of Solution 9? Sounds like a plan. Thanks, you two. I appreciate the company. If you ask me, I consider ghosts more alive than backup data. You know? Like, at least ghosts are the actual person. Just in spirit form. Data are not. 100% not. you know? I have to speak with the city's administration about bringing in the Lance Guard on our soldiers around to protect those who are moving to Tuliyola. Alvin and Alice will be joining me for the meeting. Oh god! I choked on my own spit. Anyways, so the three of us can cover that sector as soon as we're done. I know, right? This glam looks good. I like it. If I may. Hydrate? Okay. Here, Donna, you drink too. I'd like to join Kyuu's group, if you'll have me. Sure? More mouth to ask questions, the merrier. As long as you're aware of dangers. Bless you, I'm not sneezing! Thank you. I'll do my best not to be a burden. I'm more worried about you, Gio. Don't do anything stupid. You'll change your tone once you get back with the goods on Calyx. Then the drinks are on you. Come on, let's continue this outside. What exactly is this drinks? Like energy drink? Oh well, let's get out. Pew, pew, pew. There's a lot of people here. Look. You good? City looks as though it's regained a sense of normalcy. Alas, the people will not soon forget recent events. I will do my utmost to ensure the happiness of Alexandria and its people. Oh yeah, look! Friend! Look at this little friend! This little guy! Look at pancake friend! Hmm? Why the silence? Oh. Well, sorry, I was off in my own little world. Shall we get started? Are you alright, Kyuu? You don't look okay. Oh, look, Yan Yan! I love Yan Yan. Me? I'm well enough, given the circumstances. It was a queen's fondest wish that her subjects remain shielded from the horrors of death, and so they were for the longest time. Then, the moment mortality once again becomes an unavoidable fact of life, they're greeted with an outbreak of bloody violence. Yeah, this is what happened when everything is too sanitized. It's not a good thing for everything to be over sanitized, you know? Like, not showing graphic stuff is okay. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't show that. But like, not telling people that that is a thing is completely different thing, you know? Like, that's not like trying to protect. That's just covering them from reality. You know, it's exactly like Howling Blaze music. They call this a city, but that's not what I see. We're locked in a cell with no key. They're clouding my vision. I'm robbed of decision. You know? It's exactly like his lyrics. That's exactly what's happening. Many are bound to give the endless alternative serious consideration. Indeed, I do not blame them for that. It is only natural that such thoughts should come to mind. What I cannot forgive is the way Calyx wields fear and misery to manipulate people into making that choice. Heyoooo, Golfy! Heyoooo! No one, not Calyx nor anyone else, should dictate how we cope with the specter of death. As one who lives as an Alexandrian, I wish to put the choices for this country's future back into the hands of its citizens. And you think we can handle that responsibility after everything you've seen of us? It is what I've seen that has convinced me you can. I awoke for centuries later to find our people living and laughing beneath Alexander's banner. So surprised and bewildered, I was overjoyed to see it, so you all deserve to be so happy. That's a really nice thoughts there. This 100 hours of hard content doesn't do a tofu post. What do you mean? You can't hear it on stream? That's strange, because I think everyone else can. Try refreshing the thingy. Well then. We'd best not let you down. Ready to fall asleep in Meso Terminal? Let's go! See, that's a new problem that we have. We have a new problem where if we don't do hard content, we just fall asleep. That's a real problem that we have, that I no longer do any roulette at all. Because if I'm doing any roulette, you're lucky I'm like half awake at the last boss. Usually by the time I reach like a second boss, I'm already running into the wall. Because I'm half asleep. That's how bad it is. Help me. Every roulette is just allo allo, you're right. It's just bedtime music. Now, I suggest we move as a group. We don't know if or when a battle might find us. It's okay, I got a big sword. Oh, I believe someone came prepared for just such an eventuality. Oh? A book? Is that the grimoire you retrieved from the old castle? Yes, my parents gave it to me when I was a child. They were adamant that I should learn to protect things important to me. I was fortunate enough to have a tutor in arcane arts, but I laid claim to some measure of skills. I mean, it makes sense, cause like the Lalas from Alo Alo was like teleporting to the 9th reflection, and then they become the Milala, like Kryle's parents, and they do like advance in arcane arts, so like it makes perfect sense. If that's the case, it might be better if we split into 2 groups after all. It would certainly be more efficient for information gathering. I guess that makes sense. The 2 of you can take the west side of the recreation zone then. You and I will take the east. East where? See, this is another problem that I have. Like inside a battle, inside a savage battle, I can say west, east, north. I can say the direction perfectly, but outside, boy, I have to die. I have like the sense of direction of a moth. Very well. We shall end our patrol in the plaza just past Durfee and await you there. Directionally challenge, you're right. Now we can continue this, but, hold on. Hello, Yan. I'll keep my eyes and ears open. Information could be helpful no matter how seemingly insignificant. My grimoire is inlaid with electrope in a manner which augments arcane power. It should prove a useful tool. Yeah, on the worst case scenario, you can also just throw it at people's head. Which one is which? Do I look like I know? Well, before we do any of that, however, whee! Now that 7.3 is released, I can finally get rid of this thing. Totem Eternal. Give me the thing. Mine. Wings of Eternity. Manifest your wings of eternity and soar the skies with an aura of unwavering determination. There we go. Now I have all 4 wings. Well, there's a new one now, but like, you know. Yay! Thank you, finally! Finally, I have that wing. And now I have 7 extra. What am I even supposed to do with this? I don't even need them. Alright, back to the MSQ. Where were we? Hello there! Let's do the rounds then. We'll see what's what and chat to the people we meet along the way. Pay special attention to anyone who looks overwhelmed or overly excited. Hopefully they will earn us a tidbit or 2 we didn't know before. Oh, but escorting entails! Oh, now they have this like tutorials thingy. They did say they will add this alongside like carrying and all that. Your next quest objective requires escorting. Whee! Number citizen. Hello there. Are the sentries and air wheelers safe to be around now? I just know it's going to happen again. Maybe next time I'll be the one who dies in a horrible accident. I need Neo Regulator. Becoming endless is the only way. Even Queen Street said so. And that's how you're gonna be gone forever and ever. Ah, the memories. I used to drink around here all the time. Oh look, it's Arcadian! I made sure not to overdo it when I had work the next day. Once we were past the busy season, or when the ladies weren't amenable to my company, well, we'd have to scrape off the street outside in the morning or afternoon. The worst I ever got on was what should have been the worst day of my life. If only I could remember it. I was still wearing a regulator back then. It was also the day I first made Shell, although I guarantee she'd forgotten it completely. I need to ask her later. You want to hear my story? Well, I appreciate you offering a sympathetic ears. There's not much to tell. If you must know, a good friend of mine died when those machines went crazy. His air wheel dropped right out of the sky, and he didn't survive the crash. Damn fool wasn't wearing a regulator. I know that's not so strange these days, but he'd never bothered with one. He was at peace with the idea of dying someday, and I thought I understood what that meant until it happened. You know, when I was small, like really small, really small, I too was afraid of the idea of that. But like, once that you get like a bit older, you start to like understand how things work. You kind of like, it's just cycle of life, you know? What has me in such a fine mood, you ask? Well, I've just registered my new regulator. I was leery on becoming nothing but memories at first. Now that I've gone through with the registration, I've never felt more at ease. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, like, what exactly are you even gonna do about it? No one lives forever, you know. We're just mortal living beings. Also, once it was done, the regulator displayed the current numbers. Of the 5,000 slots available, over 3,800 have been filled. 3,800 have been filled, okay? So if you're still hesitant, you have not much time to make your mind up. Mark my words, friend, when there's only a few slots left, it's going to get very ugly. You, a word? I feel like there was a factor in the stories you've heard, one we hadn't considered during our discussion with everyone in the back room. That people are still deadly afraid of the fight. The fight, you mean? The fact that nearly 4,000 people have registered is worthy of its own report. But are you sure there wasn't anything else? That a victim of violence wasn't wearing a regulator? Yes, that's it. The vast majority of residents have always worn regulators, so it's not a detail we'd normally think about. The supplies of souls got off though. More and more people have been going without them. We need to look into the casualties from the recent attacks and check whether or not they were equipped with the regulators. Let's ask around on the street over to the east. It was pretty chaotic at the time. Maybe we'll find eyewitnesses who can help us confirm if this was a pattern or not. You mean they specifically aim for the ones without regulators? There's a castle? What castle? Yeah, that's so many souls, I know, right? There's Kugane Castle. That's a lot of people there. I wonder where the next MSQ spot gonna be. Ah yes, the spot with so many people. It was once my job to deliver goods by hover cargo. That's why I know a fair number of names and faces throughout the city. Look, it's Moo! They're rats! The little ones would jump for joy when I brought them packages. The old lady would always greet me with a smile. I'd hate for anything bad to happen to them. You're a nice person, buddy. That's the succubus! The one in... Oh my gosh, the signs of Sugar Riot's ads is like very obvious all over the place and we just did not notice it. It's literally all over the place. Like the yen, the succubus, the moose. Does that mean any of these extra symbols also mean something? Like those T-Rex and Pteranodon? You know that Mika is a moo. I know, you have told me about it. Hello, how are you today? Please let me know if I may be of service. Hi, I would like to know about information, please. Citywide casualty data unavailable. Government officials are currently processing reports from all affected zones. Can you narrow it down to the recreation zone then? Once I have some estimates on hand. Recalibrating parameters. Injured, 87 individuals. Casualties, 19 individuals. Casualties equipped with regulators, 0. Now that's suspicious. They're specifically aiming for people without regulators. This is just a huge manipulation going on. Used to know the people who died in the machine rampage were wearing regulators. I'm sorry, but I was assigned to clearing away debris. I didn't see any of the deceased. No bodies were present by the time I arrived, so I assumed the ushers had already done their work. I do remember there being patches of white dust scattered about there were quite a chore to clean up. Nothing else worthy of mention. Yo, I think it's time we rejoin Kyle and Sween. I was half joking with my boast to Shell, but we may have stumbled upon something major here. We should share our findings and keep pursuing his avenue of inquiry. Then Kyle said to meet them in the plaza just outside Trueview. Let's get going. Okay. You know what I think? I think it's just a big manipulation cause like, they're going for people without regulators, right? That means everyone will remember them. If they have regulators, people cannot remember them if they die. That means it's specifically so that they remember. And if it is like specifically for that, kinda obvious. It was just a huge manipulation. I still think Alex is kinda stupid. We finished our patrols as well. It did not seem that more people wanted neo-regulators neo-regulators than before. I believe so, yeah. What kind of government is this? A stupid one if you ask me. So essentially, you're saying that the people who were killed by malfunctioning machines were wearing regulators? It was targeted then. Well, the numbers are still tentative and only apply to that one zone. We don't know how they'll stack up against the overall data, but this is definitely more than a coincidence. I think it's safe to say that anyone who had removed a regulator was a priority target. Now that you mention it, the person I was treating for injuries wasn't wearing one either. But why? Why are they being targeted over everyone else? Because they will remember. If they're not wearing regulator, then memory will not be other people's memories will not be erased, you know. So it's a lesson that they will not be able to forget. Based solely on the lack of a neo-regulator, we cannot judge if a person has no desire to become endless, or if they simply fail to acquire one of the limited devices. For those who wear no regulator at all, They have clearly rejected the old system of using souls to revive themselves. But put another way, they have chosen to live their lives in the knowledge that death is an inevitability. Chances that such resolute people would wish to become endless are far lower, I would imagine. So they just remove it, because they're not gonna become endless anyways. Might as well make them an example, is what's going on, I suppose. And so Calix has chosen those least likely to accept his vision as victims to stroke fear and panic. There is no need to kill anyone! Don't you think it's kinda stupid how they're like, let's us evolve, let's become endless, let's not die, and then he's over here killing people left and right like, hello? Oh look! Gimme cat! Oh, it's gone. But the way things were, people were already fearful enough. He could have found 5,000 willing citizens without all this madness. You make a good point. Perhaps this sowing of terror is in service to another regime, or he had some other need for the lives he's taken. What of the dust on various sides? Yeah, what was the dust, by the way? What was the white powder? Right, the sanitation worker story. I saw no bodies, but mentioned piles of white dust. Dust but no bodies? Now where have I heard that before? You recall when we went to save Aaronville from the centers in the outskirts? That Usher Melicide told us the same thing. Eh? When I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered. Confused, it wasn't the residents, but no one knew what had become of it. They're vampires! That both stories speak of missing remains is suspicious enough, but the shared mention of this dust is too much to ignore. In that case, we should confirm if this substance was present at our sites and attempt to ascertain its nature. Following this thread may lead us not only to an explanation for the missing bodies, but also the intent behind Calix's murderous actions. Oh, hello? Who this? You, we need your help! I've lost control over the soldiers in the residential area. They may be trying to hurt people again. Oh, great, here we go again. Oblivion members are on their way now, but are you close enough to join them? Ethernet exists, I can just teleport. All good. Damn it, our new investigation will have to wait. Let's go! Whee! Time to throw Ablation and TBN. Wait, what? Hello? Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. That is actually scary.
Stay back! Stay away from me! Leave him alone.
This guy doesn't wear regulators at all, too. It's targeted.
Right.
What happened here?
A sentry walked into my apartment, even though I'd locked the door and everything. I managed to run, but the man who tried to save me.
No weapons, which is to be expected, considering all the sentries were meant to be disarmed. Yet it was ordered to attack all the same, even if that meant using its bare hands.
I mean, it's Pure metal, you know, even without any weapons, it's still gonna whack you hard. 10 kilograms of metal is still 10 kilograms of metal.
I'll leave matters here to you. I'm going to do a sweep of the surrounding area.
Okay. Exactly, those robots are weapons itself, you know. No, also no regulators.
Do you know anyone else in this sector who no longer wears a regulator?
Oh, I don't think I've seen Isadora and her boy with theirs recently.
Uh-oh. Wait, are they the people we first met
Go to them, quickly!
who had Levin sickness? Girl, you good?
Wayakwe!
I'll be fine. But Isadora's in bad shape. Mother, please.
Oh, that can't be good.
Isadora! Oh, thank goodness. She wasn't struck anywhere vital.
Oh, that's good to hear. Welcome to Dawn Trail, the vacation expansion. You get depression, and a depression, and then another depression.
I'm sorry. If only I'd gotten here sooner.
Gina has healing magic? I mean, she has the book of at least Arcanist. So...
Everything will be all right. I promise to make your mother better.
I can heal too, you know.
Thank you, miss.
Well, maybe I'm not a healer right now, but I can heal. At least NPC.
Will she sleep like that forever?
I hope not. Where are my heals in EX for Extreme? Couldn't even tell us exactly where to go and give bad directions. What do you expect?
No, not forever. She'll wake soon, I'm sure of it.
That's good to hear.
Is there like a graphical update?
Thank you for saving her.
Well, I didn't really do anything, but yeah, sure. The promise of tomorrow. Whoa, the music is suddenly intense. Wow. She's recovering due course. I'm glad we arrived when we did. There's so many people here. When I was sick and couldn't move, Mother was always at my side, always keeping me company. I'm going to do the same for her. Forgive me, I was reckless. You shouldn't have had to waste time tending to my wounds as well. Did you see our other comrade back there? She stayed behind in the lobby, but I heard sounds of fighting. Bad news about that. I am sorry. Must have fallen protecting the residents. Oh, I'll take the money. endless choice. Wayagwe is fearful for her comrade. Her comrade? You think he may have been struck down? If he is wounded or worse, I should go to him. He's... Wait, please! It isn't safe and you still need rest. Would you stay with Milos and watch over Isadora for me? We will tend to your friend. I think he's dead, but okay. Thank you. Please be careful yourself. Did I cast Oblation? Whee! And lo, I have arrived. Isadora is going to be alright then. I'm so glad. Yeah, but that other person over there. I've just finished my administration here. Our Oblivion comrade was beyond saving, I'm afraid. I mean, it was kind of obvious, but like you could have just made them lay a bit better, you know? Just... Anyways, that brave soul gave his life to save another. He died protecting me. I don't understand why any of this is happening. The sentry was behaving normally like any other. Then all of a sudden, it tried to kill me. Weapons or no, Calyx commanded them to commit murder. Ryle, their entire body is weapon. That thing can just kick people and they will have concussion at the very least. What was that sound? Is it over? We came as soon as Wayagwe sent word. Yes. In both ways. I'm sorry, by the time we arrived, it was already too late.